for you, but... Oh, it's on. Can I see the...
It takes like 10 seconds.
18 people. Hi, Brittany. You're the first person on here. How's it going? Skylar, hello. First 3. Erica Murphy, what's going on? 4. That's only 3 people. Belinda, hello. Courtney, how's it going? I'm just personally greeting everyone that enters the live right now. So, welcome to the Facebook Live for today's Instagram takeover. I apologize. Oh, shoot! There's just classified information up on my counter. I didn't want you guys to see it. Now it says, yeah, it used to say less than that. Thank you, Michael. Appreciate it. So this is a question and answer section, right?
Yes.
Essentially, I'm going to answer some questions that you guys may have, and I will do my best to answer them accurately, honestly, and not spoil anything, because I don't want to get in trouble. But I'll do my best for you guys to spoil some things I might not get in trouble for.
What can we expect from Simon in this new season?
So,
No spoilers.
First question, what can we expect from Simon in this new season? Simon ended last season in a relatively interesting place. In a very interesting place. So, as usual, and as is true with Simon always, there's going to be a lot of growth with him, a lot of change. Change of scenery, he's going to meet new people, he's going to hang out in new places, he's going to test himself, and he's going to really grow as a man. Alright, you're stuck on a desert island. Which cast member would you call to help? I'd call Kat, because I know Kat would help. She'd be like, oh my god, let me come help you. If I called Matt, or Dom, if I called Dom and I was like, Dom, I'm on a desert island, he'd go, ha! How'd that happen? Can you give an overview of the next season will be like? Melissa, that's a very difficult question for me to ask, or answer. What's it going to be like? It's going to be a lot of heartbreak, a lot of scary things. Get scarier this year, in my personal opinion. You're going to see a lot of people being tested and being put in positions that are not as comfortable for them, and they're going to have to figure out how to maneuver through them. I know this is a very vague answer, mostly because I've only read like the first 3 episodes so far, so I don't really know. But I can tell you it's awesome so far. That's about as much as I can tell you.
What would your superhero name be?
My superhero name? Okay, someone asked what would my superhero name be. I don't know. I'd want it to be one word. Like the Ace or something. Something cool. Just like one word. That you can leave like a sign, kind of like Zorro. I was a big fan of that when Zorro like left the Z everywhere. I'd want something like that. Something I could leave somewhere. On certain scenes, how do I keep a straight face? That's a very good question. The times it's funny is when Alberto is in the scene. The time when you start laughing is when Alberto's kind of there. The times I don't is when Simon's there. So it's making sure that more of Simon is there than Alberto. Because if not, it's me and Dom like goofing around, me pretending to be a vampire and Dom being this demon hunter. Or it's Simon and Jace having to, you know, deal with each other and get through hanging out with this person that they find a little frustrating to be around. So if you take out the reality of the situation, for Simon and Jace, it can be kind of frustrating. But for Dom and Alberto, it's kind of funny. So that's what it is. Hoping to see you at Comic-Con. I wish I could be there too, guys. I'm sorry.
Will we see more Sizzy?
Will we see more Sizzy? It's a very good question. It's such a good question. Next question. What's my favorite book? You know, Shauna Krishel Bickham, you don't know my favorite book because you haven't joined my book club. So you should join my book club, and the first book we read was my favorite book. So, it's Slaughterhouse-Five by Kurt Vonnegut, if you're curious, but you should definitely check it out. What's my favorite blooper I've had on the show? You know, I don't know. We haven't seen our bloopers. I know there are some really good ones where I said like the complete... Oh, there was a scene this year that my line was like, oh no. But I accidentally said, And then we had to stop, and I had to start over because we're not allowed to curse. It was an accident. Just I was in the moment. That's probably a pretty funny blooper, though. I'll give you that. What's it like to work with Raphael? All right, guys. I'm going to tell you guys a little secret you guys might not know about working with Raphael or David. You guys actually probably know. You guys watch the show. So you'll know that David is an incredibly talented actor. And that working with him is always just an absolute pleasure. And I feel, especially this season, the guy's been bringing it. Like this season, most seasons, but I say this season especially, get ready to see some amazing acting from that guy. I mean, he's just bringing his A game every single day. I feel like I've become a better actor by working with David this year. So be on the lookout. His scenes are awesome. Oh, thank you very much.
Do you have any Halloween ideas yet?
Do we have any Halloween ideas? We do. I have a lot of Halloween ideas. Nothing solidified, nothing concrete. I'm trying to... My usual MO for Halloween is I think of a bunch of ideas, like I want to figure it out, and then the night before I'm like, I don't have a costume, and then I have to put it together. I'm trying to not do that this year, so I'll keep you guys posted with my Halloween costume progress. Thank you, Emily Wilton. That's very nice. Shadow Artist Cup video game. Would you spend tons of hours playing with your character? You know, I probably would at the beginning, because I just want to see what it was like, but then I think I would end up just playing as Magnus all the time. It's a solid choice, I think. Will Raphael and Simon be besties again? I don't know. No, they have a very difficult relationship. Raphael has a lot more on his plate than Simon sometimes recognizes, and Simon sometimes doesn't recognize how hard it is to have Raphael's job as the New York clan leader and whatnot. Ups and downs with them, as usual. You should drink some peppermint tea for that cold. Thank you. Thank you for that. Appreciate it.
Do you have advice for aspiring actors?
Do I have advice for aspiring actors? Yes. Act. Act as much as you can. Go places and do it. Watch it. Read plays. Read screenplays of your favorite movies. And then see the choices that actors made. That's always fun. But most importantly, for aspiring actors, just don't let anyone else... make the decision of where you want to be. Don't let anyone else do that for you. I don't know if that is good. Sorry. Can we expect more music? I'm not really allowed to talk about that. I really hope that I get to sing more. I might be recording a song today. I don't know, but will there be more music? I don't know. Maybe. My favorite part about filming. Harley Hughes, my favorite part about filming is the moment right after action. I read that somewhere, and it's so true. That moment, right after action, you literally enter another world. Someone says action, and then it's no longer this film crew and these actors and a director and all these separate people. When they say action, everything everybody's worked on comes together to create the shadow world, or to create whatever world we're trying to work for and work in. And it's actually a really magical moment. So that's one of my favorite things. What do I do when I'm not filming? I sleep, and I go to the gym, and I read, and I work out. I said that already. I take a lot of pictures. Lately, I've been going around on the one wheel and doing what I do, you know. Thank you guys. It's so nice. You guys are being very nice. Can we expect more Sizzy? I think I answered that by not answering it. What do I think the future will hold for Simon? Shelby Johnson's a great question. I think as usual with the Shadow World, things are going to get worse before they get better. So I think things are going to get weird. Boxers or briefs? Briefs.
You could create a set for the show. What would it be?
If I could create a set for the show, what would it be? Ooh. I'd want to see a set for the show. You know what would be cool? I want to see, the gym that Luke works out at. Because Luke is obviously a very fit dude. Dude works out. I want to see that place. The dungeon that he trains himself in. Because he was a warrior, and he still is. And now he's a leader, so I guarantee you that's something that'd be super cool to see. Is a really badass, Luke training montage, kind of like Rocky. That'd be cool. Has Shadowhunters changed the way I view acting? Absolutely. Oh my goodness, yes. Essentially, I got out of college and I'd learned all these things about how to act and all of this stuff that people had taught me and that I'd read about. And then I got to Shadowhunters and it was like a masterclass in everything I'd done and what works and what doesn't work. And I don't know if it's a completely different view. I'm still trying to reach the same goal, but the ways I do it and how I do it is kind of different. And every season it's changed, which is cool. Anything I can tell you about the season without spoiling you? Yes, it's going to be amazing. I know that was a cop-out, but it is. Trust me. Can I identify with Simon as a person? Yeah, absolutely. I think that's why I play him. Because I can. I understand him in a way that makes me understand myself more, which is a cool thing. So yeah, totally understand him. Are we going to see more past stories of characters? I think so. I hope so. Remember, right now we're only shooting episode 4, so there's still 16 other episodes that we haven't even read yet. And so yeah, I really hope so, and probably. I can't answer for sure though, so. Would I ever want to direct an episode? Ooh. Yeah, I think so. I think that'd be really cool. That'd be really cool, actually. I need some time to learn how to do that, but absolutely. Yes, I did have to work out a lot. Now, not so much, but I did for a bit.
Can you tease the next book for your book club? Or no?
I can. The next book for my book club is 1984 by George Orwell. So we've got To Kill a Mockingbird, which we're reading now. We have 1984. And the next one, I have it written down somewhere. Maybe I'll tease it later. But yes. Oh, I have to talk about that on my lives, but we'll do that later. For the book club. I know a lot of you guys are in the book club. Some of you are. Another question.
What character are you most excited to see this season, besides Simon?
Literally, I'm most excited to see Raphael. I can't wait to see where David goes and all the things he's doing, and that's going to be cool. How has Season 3 differed so far from the other seasons? Crystal, that's a great question. So let's do it this way. Season 1, we're all working on building this world, right? We had our writers, and we had our directors, and we had us all trying to make this world real. So there are a lot of questions that still need to be asked, a lot of mistakes that were made, or things that we're like, oh, we want to make that better. So that's how that was. Season 2 was starting to really get in there, and really get the machine going. And then by the end of Season 2, we were a machine, right? We were just moving. And then now Season 3, the machine moves like this. And we all kind of just know exactly what we're doing in our parts, and the directors are all awesome, and the writers are amazing. So now the machine just moves. So everything that happens inside the machine, we get to have a lot of fun with. I don't know if that makes any sense, but essentially, Season 3 has been a lot of fun to shoot, because we all know who our characters are, we all know the world that we're living in, and we all know what we want. And that's really cool. What event, I like that question. What event, storyline, I'm sorry, I lost your question, I'm sorry. Is Paul Wesley going to direct more episodes? I have no idea. I would love to see Paul again, though. He was awesome to have on set, and his episode was awesome, so, I don't know. Oh, thank you, I'm glad I'm your favorite daylighter. I don't know how many daylighters you know, though, so I don't know how many people you say that to. If I could guess act with any actor or actress, who would it be? That's a really good question. I want someone that would... I don't even know. Oh my gosh. I'm going to come back to that question. That's a very good question. My favorite part of shooting so far is just acting. Is the show going to keep differing from the books? Yes and no. As you guys know, we have the books as like a skeleton, a Bible, that we refer to when big events happen. But the way we get from A to B, C to D, D to E, E to F is all different, and it's all whatever we do. So yeah, still same MO from first, second, and for second season. I can always say second season, same MO. Some parts are gonna be the same, some are gonna be different. But we're still gonna be really cool. How do you feel being Jewish representation? How do you feel being a Jewish representation in the show? I think it's awesome. The representation of the show, love from Japan. You know, I actually take that extremely seriously. I feel a big responsibility to represent Simon properly and represent his true caring for his religion and what that means to him and means to people who also practice Judaism. To me, I take it very seriously, and it's something that I also really enjoy. I've gotten to learn a lot about the culture and the religion itself. I've met a lot of people a lot of my friends that I didn't know were Jewish are like, yeah, dude, I love your character. They'll teach me things and stuff like that. But yeah, I take it very seriously, and it's pretty cool. When will we play Werewolf again? You know, I have no idea. We didn't play last year.
Do you have a fun fan story like meeting a fan?
Do I have a fun fan story like meeting a fan? Actually, yes. It's not funny in the way, it was hilarious for me. So I was in Greece, and I was at this restaurant that wasn't very good. Yeah, it was alright. It was alright. It was my favorite, because Greece has amazing restaurants. This one was like, it was alright. Anyway, so I'm eating with a friend, and then the waitress comes up to me, and is like, tell me, are you an actor? And I'm like, yeah. She goes, in America? And I'm like, I am an actor in America. And she goes, a vampire. And I'm like, yes, I am a vampire actor in America. And she goes, Ian Somerhalder, I love you. It's so good to meet you. And I was like, what? No, wrong vampire. Wrong vampire. That's not who I am. I don't look like him. My eyes aren't piercingly blue. I'm not Ian Somerhalder. So yeah, that was actually one of my funniest meetings of fan. What I want to do next as an actor? That's a very good question. I want to do something that's completely different from Simon. I want to play a completely different person, someone who sees the world in a completely different way. If that's not possible, then someone that sees the world differently than Simon, someone who carries themselves differently, who has different aspirations and dreams, someone that just allows me to grow as a person. Movies would be really good. Plays would be awesome. More TV would be great. I want to keep acting, and that's, I think, what's most important. What is the cast like on set? The cast is amazing. We're all really close. We all hang out on the weekends. Like someone asked earlier, season 3, what's it been like? Essentially, our whole cast not only has like become a family, like we've said, season 1 and 2. Now it just kind of shows. It's pretty awesome. All right, we got about 10 minutes, guys. So any questions, get them out there. Will there ever be any conversation intertwining with other shows like Teen Wolf? I don't think so. I don't think that would really happen. It'd be cool, but I don't think so. What is my current TV show obsession? Ooh! I don't know if I could talk about this show, though. It might be a little inappropriate. Maybe not. I just started Nick Kroll's new show, Big Mouth. I don't know if it's inappropriate. I'm sorry if it is. I think it's amazing. I think the things it talks about and the way it talks about them are just, like, super cool and real. And that's, like, really fun. What else am I watching? Rick and Morty, season 3 just ended. I crushed that. That was fun. Love Rick and Morty. Will Simon's style change anyway in previous seasons? I don't know. I'm still working on that, seeing if it does. We're seeing how much he grows and if that changes him. What's the children's movie I watched until today? Pretty much anything Pixar and every Disney movie ever. Do I have any silent love in real life? Not right now. Do I have any favorite monologues? I do. That's a really good question. I haven't thought of that in a long time. I'll get back to you. Superpower. I would want to teleport because I'd want to be able to eat lunch in Italy and have dinner in France and be back in New York for bedtime. Of course, Emily Wilton, there will be character development for every character in every season. That's how we grow. That's how the show gets better. Have I ever listened to K-pop? Yes, I have. I have one K-pop song that I actually really like. Oh, thank you guys. I'm glad you guys like watching the show. How did I react when I got the part on Shadowhunters? I think I cried, actually. I was very excited. I hung up the phone very professionally with my agents. Then I sat there and was like, Nice, start to cry. Will we get to see Simon play music this season? I don't know. I hope so. I really hope that we get to see Simon play and sing music this year. What inspired me to audition? I was an actor in New York and I needed a job, so that's what inspired me to audition. My agents were like, yo, there's this really cool thing you can audition for. And I was like, awesome. It looks really cool. I like this guy, Simon. Interesting. And I did. Who'd win a fight, a shark or a bear? Well, that's kind of a ludicrous question, Maddie, because we don't know in which environment they're fighting. A bear fighting a shark in the water, bear loses, I think. Bear fighting shark on land, shark dies before they get a chance. You know what I mean? Now, if we have some hybrid world where they both could technically fight and survive and use whatever strengths, very good question. I would think bear only because he has the paws for dexterity and can, like, box the shark away. The shark just has its mouth. Wow, that was a really long answer for, like, a goofy question. Favorite band is Mumford & Sons. Always has been. They're amazing. Love them. Well, Christina, that's a very interesting question. I'd rather play the hero or the villain. I think as an actor, I couldn't see them as a hero or a villain. I just have to see what they were doing and what was their reason for doing it. Like, a villain never thinks they're the villain. The villain always thinks that what they're doing is completely right and justified in their worldview, so why should they change? That's one of the hardest things about the world, I think. Everyone's right and everyone's wrong, all the time. But I think that's the cool thing, is you get to do that as an actor. Hero or villain, I'd like to do both. So I can learn from one, and play the other, and do the same. Cool. I'm going to answer one more question, and then I have to go. I have somewhere to be. Maybe I'll see if I can post a picture from this special place. I'm going to have to get approval, but we'll see. Have I ever done the circle of life with my cat? Of course I have. I do it all the time, and Stella hates it. Stella hates it. Alright, this is a good question, because I think it's something that I really want to talk about to end. What do I love the most about acting? What do I love the most? I don't know, I love that it's my job. Like, I love that I had a dream when I was a kid, and then I didn't let anyone tell me that it wasn't cool, or that I was stupid for liking it, or that I'd never make it. I didn't give a crap about that. I was lucky enough to have, like, my parents that supported me, and my mom that was, like, absolutely amazing, and, like, pretty, one of the only reasons why I think I kept doing it when it got really hard, like, when either people thought it wasn't cool, and I was worried about what was cool, because everyone gets worried about what's cool. Don't let anyone tell you that's not a thing. Everyone gets worried about that. But the thing I love the most about it is just something I'd always wanted to do. It just makes sense for me. I don't think I could do anything else. And the fact that I get to keep doing it, and that every day I wake up smiling, being like, oh my god, I get to act today. Yo, that's kind of my favorite part. That it's the thing that kind of, I don't know, makes me feel like a person. Is that weird? I don't know if that's a great person. I don't know if it's a great question, I mean. A great answer. I don't know. It's the only thing I think I could do. And, like, want to do it every day. All the time. Whenever I can. So, I'm sorry that I have to go. Anyone that's in my book club, I'm going to do a live later tonight when I get home to talk about what we're doing for our next chapters. I've gotten very busy this week, so I've kind of fallen a little bit behind, and I want to make sure that we give the proper time for that. I know a lot of you have finished, so we'll talk about that later if anyone that's on my book club wants to tweet about that or retweet you. Thank you guys for joining. My nationality, I am half Cuban, half Colombian, but I was born in Miami. So I'm American, Cuban, Colombian. I wish I was going to be at Comic-Con with all of you guys, too. I'm going to miss you dearly. You guys know I love going and seeing you guys. I'm sorry. But until next time, I will try to do a live soon. I want to end this with, like, something to tell you guys that I feel like I just learned, but I can't think of something. I always want to, like, give you a thing to think about. So, you know what? Don't think about anything. Just tonight, when you get home, go find your sibling and tell your sibling that you love them and you're inspired by them. I think that's a good one, because we tell our parents and we tell our grandparents and our aunts and uncles and stuff, but sometimes our relationship with our sibling can get weird because they're siblings and they're literally our best, well, for me, my sibling's my best friend. So I'm going to call him later and tell him how awesome he is and how much I love him. So I think you guys should do that too. And if you don't have siblings, call a best friend. Call someone that means something to you in your life, send them a text and just be like, yo, I think you're a cool person. You make me happy. I love you. Diego, if you're watching, you're that guy. Now, I will see you guys later. And last thing, because I saw it before we're going, if you want to join the book club, it's on Instagram. It's called Rosende Reads. Check it out. Peace.